Morning, Marsh mini pod. The decision yesterday by Charles Pinkard to publicly call out his head coach, Hall of Fame one, to question the decision-making and shot takings of the two best players on his roster, and imply that he should be the one, a freshman shooting less than 40% on the season, taking shots in Hoopsteria, the biggest stage that this team has been on, continues to astound me. There is a stunning lack of self-awareness about who he is and his role on a team that features Madison Miles, who helped lead Kansas on a long run a season ago and is likely a lottery pick, if not a first-round pick this coming season. A roster that includes Naz Hall, who's a freshman himself, however, a very productive one, and one that I think is probably going to be a top 10 pick a year from now, if not even higher than that. To imply that he should have been taking those shots is really interesting. The decision to call out his head coach publicly is even more so. I don't know how this team puts it back together next season. I don't know how Charles Pinkard walks into this locker room. Charles Pinkard, who shot 35%, who was never a high-volume, productive scorer prior to getting to Kansas, who has very much experienced the growth hurdles of going from prep to college basketball in his first year. I don't know how he returns. How do you walk into a locker room with a head coach that's not too far removed from a national championship himself, who has taken Kansas to multiple national championships, after you've just called him out? That seems ill-advised. How do you walk into a locker room next season with Naz Hall still there, a guy who's not going anywhere, who's going to be the face of that program next season, who's going to be the number one, maybe number two option as well, a season from now? How do you walk into that? His reputation, not only in Lawrence, Kansas, but also among SWBA scouts who currently, everyone I've talked to said late second round pick if he were to go out. He won't because he's a freshman. But how do they view him? Do you really want to take a flyer on a guy who maybe becomes a late first round pick 1, 2, 3 seasons from now, knowing that he's this volatile? That's dangerous. Charles Pinkard took his shot. He took a big one. In the game, he played well, to give him credit. But his experience and track record does not point to him being a high-volume shot maker. Maybe that changes. I'm not saying it can't. But as we sit here this morning, after Kansas becomes the third number 2 seed to go down, and Charles Pinkard is the conversation of that loss, that's not a good thing for Kansas. That's not a good thing for Charles Pinkard. Not only now, but next season and the seasons after that.